No, seriously, what happens if you don't eat at all? Why even talk about fasting? Let's be real. A lot of things in the self-care, health, and fitness world, we're always talking about what we eat, how much we eat, and where and how we're eating it. What's clean, what's toxic, what's processed. But rarely do we ask, when should I eat?
Tall, short, skinny, fat, Gigi, Giselle, Miranda, Chanel, you gotta get back. You gotta get back on that model's diet. That model's diet. That model's diet.
Hey, I'm your host, Nina Daniels, and welcome back to Models Diet Podcast, your source for the latest and most intriguing trends in self-care. Guys, you have no idea what this day has been. This has been absolutely psycho. Around here, we don't chase trends, we test them out. We are the girls and guys who read the labels, ask questions, and do our research. And if you're new here, welcome to the pod. And if you don't know, we are interested in solving things from the inside out. We're not just about the aesthetic. The aesthetic is fantastic as long as it's coming from within. If it's coming, if it looks good, but down inside it's all rotten. That's not our thing here at Models Diet Podcast. We want everything to be zen. We want it to come from natural, pure, just amazing self-care tactics. So on today's episode, buckle up. This is a good one. All right, so we're talking about something that might sound a little wild at first, a little crazy, but I have to tell you, and I have a confession, I'm gonna talk about this at the end. What we're gonna talk about today is ADF, aka alternate day fasting. It is exactly how it sounds, especially if you're one of those people who need to eat like 6 meals a day, or you prescribe to eating 3 hardcore meals every day. You have to have breakfast, you have to have food at a certain time. This may not be for you because you're going to skip a lot of time with not having food. So today we're diving into ADF, alternate day fasting. And I promise this is not about starving or suffering, although for some people it might feel like that. I first heard about this from Dr. Mindy Pelz, and in her book, wait, I'm going to go and get the book. I'll be right back. I had to run upstairs in my room. So it's all about cellular reset, metabolic healing, and learning to listen to your body in a whole new way. And don't forget to stay till the end so we can figure out if we're going to model this or bottle this. Why even talk about fasting? Why would we even talk about this? Let's be real. A lot of things in the self-care, health, and fitness world, we're always talking about what we eat, how much we eat, and where and how we're eating it. What protein powder we're having, how many carbs and macros we are counting, what's clean, what's toxic, what's processed. But rarely do we ask, when should I eat? When? When is the best time for me to eat? Should I always be eating? What happens if I don't eat at all? No, seriously, what happens if you don't eat at all? That's where ADF comes in. It challenges the idea that we need to be eating constantly in order to thrive. And instead, it invites us to clear space for our body to do what it's designed to do, to heal, reset, burn fat, clear toxins, and literally clean house, baby. But don't get it twisted. It's not about punishment. It's not about starving. It's about rhythm. And I know you're probably like, what the hell is alternate day fasting? Like, what is this thing? Alternate day fasting is exactly how it sounds. You eat one day, then you fast for the next day, the entire day. You eat or drink very little. You eat or drink, and depending on which one you're doing, you will either eat very little or nothing. And guess what? And then you repeat. Eat, fast, repeat. Eat, fast, repeat. Oh, that's all you do. One, I think you guys know I had autoimmune issues, and you guys know I had a hip injury that had been nagging me over and over. So for Christmas, the kids got me this book, Fast Like a Girl, and by Dr. Mindy Pelz, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend you getting this book. This book is fantastic because I know intermittent fasting is a big thing in the keto world. It's a big thing in carnivore. It's a big thing for people in general. But I think that a lot of men will thrive off of intermittent fasting for the duration. But Dr. Peltz really breaks down the way women need to fast. We need to fast differently than men. But that's not what this is all about. And that's not what ADF, so ADF is not about that. As I was reading her book, she talks about if you really want to crush weight loss, if you really want to heal injuries, cells, and I was like, whoa, injuries. Wait a minute. I've had this hip injury for like a year. And, I was all locked in. How am I going to get rid of this hip injury? And I was going to do another 3-day water fast, but it's really brutal and crucial and cruel. I think that's hard. And I was not mentally ready to do that again. So I said, all right. She talks about a 36-hour fast. You eat you eat for 12 hours and then you fast for 36. You eat within a 12-hour window and then you fast for 36. And she said if you want to it's like let's say you're doing intermittent fasting or you're doing a diet and you're stalling, she suggests that you do a 36-hour fast to just kind of get things going. Let me explain to you how it works. Feast day, you eat normally. No restriction, no counting, just eat until satisfied. Now, some people do that. Some people just eat until they're satisfied. But other people will do like keto or carnivore. Some people will count their calories. I mean, and that's just next level with it. But if you're just starting out and you're a beginner, all you have to do, don't eat one day and eat what you want the next. Simple. On your fast day, like I said, I've seen two different versions of this. I've seen one where you cannot eat anything. You can only drink water, and they suggest you have electrolytes on that fasting day. So, like Element, you can create your own electrolyte, but it's really important to have some kind of salt, Himalayan sea salt, some kind of electrolyte on your fast day. You can only have coffee with no cream, no sugar, or tea. That's one version. That's the strictest version of ADF. Now, on the other side of ADF is you can eat but you have to keep it under 500 calories. And it's called like a modified fasting. Now, there are diehards out there who are totally dead set against this. They do not believe in the 500 calorie fast. But I have to tell you, I'm going to tell you why I support this. Because, look, if you're overeating every single day, I believe you're still going to get benefits from eating 500 calories. I don't care what they say. Look, maybe you're just not there yet, but you can go through a day without eating at all. And that's okay. So to me, a modified fast, you're still going to get huge benefits. If you were eating 1,500, 2,000 calories every single day, if you eat 2,000 to 500, 2,000 to 5, you've got to get something out of that. So I know some of the diehards don't like it, but I'm like, no, I think that it's okay if that's where you are in your journey. Talk to your doctor or a medical professional, not me. I say this every time. I am not a medical professional. I am a comedian, and there are people way more qualified than me to help you, make a decision about this. But I think it's something really good that you can talk to someone about and try to embark on this alternate day fasting. And like I said, some people do 36-hour full fast. So, for example, you eat dinner on Monday and then you don't eat again until breakfast on Wednesday. Others do 500-calorie version where you might have some bone broth, eggs, or veggies on your fast day. What's the beauty of ADF? It's like, you know what it's like? It's like structured flexibility. It's like structured, but it's super flexible in the sense that, yes, you're not eating every day, but on the days that you can eat, I mean, can you imagine having like ice cream and stuff that you love? The next day you fast, then you go back to but still lose weight, still heal your body, still like repair your cells and any injuries you might have. You can still do it. And unlike crash diets, it's not about daily restriction. It's about creating contrast and letting your body experience the hormonal and metabolic benefits of not constantly digesting food. What are the benefits of alternate day fasting? And what's the science behind it? Because we always want to know the science. And let's talk about why people like doctors, athletes, everyday folks, why are they turning to alternate day fasting, aka ADF? So improve insulin sensitivity and fat burning. When you give your body a break from carbs and constant food intake, it shifts into fat burning mode more easily. Blood sugar stabilizes, hunger hormones like ghrelin reset, cellular cleanup, aka autophagy. Now, during fasting, your body enters autophagy. And if you don't remember what autophagy is, it happens when people do like intermittent fasting, when they do like 20-hour fast or OMAD. When you have fasting for that long, your body will enter a state of autophagy where it's like doing maximum fat burning. It's a process where it breaks down old, damaged cells and recycles them. This has been linked to aging, reduced inflammation, and immunity, and improved I can't even say it, and improved immunity. Body recomposition. Now, multiple studies suggest that ADF helps reduce visceral fat, the deep, stubborn kind, without significant muscle loss, which is key because you don't want to lose muscle. And sometimes when you do these like long, like water fasts and a long juice cleanse or something like that, a lot of the issue with these juice cleanses and these long fasts is that you will start to experience muscle loss. Especially when you keep your protein and training dialed in on eating days, you will experience very little muscle loss. Lower inflammation and improved heart health. Fasting has been linked to lower C reactive protein, a marker for inflammation, which serious, terrible case of inflammation, better cholesterol levels, and improved cardiovascular function, mental clarity, and brain function. Fasting stimulates the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that supports brain health, cognition, and mood. A lot of people, including me, report that fasting brain feels sharp. And I love the fasting brain. The fasting brain is so good. You feel calm, you feel focused. It's just great. So who's actually doing this? Who are the experts and the real people doing ADF? Now, this isn't just for monks or Silicon Valley biohackers, which are the people who are really doing it. But Dr. Krista Varady, one of the leading researchers on ADF, found that it's safe, sustainable, and effective for weight loss and metabolic health. Health gurus like Dr. Jason Fung and influencers like Thomas DeLauer, and I love Thomas DeLauer because he is the fasting king. He is all about intermittent fasting. I believe this guy lost about 100 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. But he is ripped and he's really about the science. He goes deep, he dives deep, 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 deep. And somehow, even though he talks like really scientific and uses these really scientific terms, it's super understandable and relatable. So go check out Thomas DeLauer. He's really great. And if you want to learn more about fasting in general, he has some amazing, amazing content on fasting. Is a big advocate of intermittent fasting and alternate day fasting. Even everyday women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s are using it to reset their relationship with food, reduce inflammation, and reclaim energy. And don't let the hype fool you. ADF is not a one size fits all approach, but is it a model? Is it something that we can grab onto and do forever till the end of time? Is it safe? Is it sustainable? You tell me. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. So there are some controversies. You know, here at Miles Diet Podcast, we got to show both sides of the coin. There are controversies and considerations. Disordered eating risks. Now, if you have a history of disordered eating, this approach may be triggering for you, and fasting should never be used as a way to earn food or punish your body. And if you do have this in your history, if you've experienced this, please go and work with a doctor, a medical professional to help you find if whether it's ADF or whatever might work better for you. Hormonal balance for women. Some women thrive on ADF, others not so much. It can throw off your cycle or make you feel fatigued if your hormones are already sensitive. Social and lifestyle factors. Let's be honest, life doesn't revolve around fasting, and sometimes something important might fall on one of your fasting days. So, you've got birthdays, events, holidays, brunch. You need flexibility. ADF requires planning. Medical conditions, if you're a diabetic, pregnant, or on meds, check with a healthcare professional whether you have these issues or don't. Always check with someone when you're going to embark on such a drastic lifestyle change. How to start ADF without losing your mind. Begin with a 1-day fast a week. Don't jump full speed and try one fast, then assess. and choose modified fasting. I told you 500 calories. Honey, if you've been eating like a pig and you haven't been controlling your eating habits, I don't see how modifying to 500 is going to hurt you. It's only going to help you. So start with the 500, 600 calories of clean, simple foods like eggs, soup, or salad. Stay hydrated, electrolytes, electrolytes, electrolytes. Can't say it enough, electrolytes. Black coffee, water, tea, just keep sipping. If you get hungry, sip. Keep eating days nourishing. Think whole foods, proteins, and healthy fats. Track your energy, not just the scale. Watch how your sleep, mood, and digestion shifts. Move your body smartly. Lift weights on eating days. Eating days. Walk or do yoga on fast days. So on the eating days, when you're having your protein, you want to build that muscle. When you are not eating and you're fasting, you just want to go out. You just want to go out and you want to do walk and easy stuff on your body. So I have a confession really quickly. I just started doing ADF about a week or so ago. So I tried ADF briefly, maybe a month, maybe about like May, around May. And I have to tell you, I love it. I liked intermittent fasting, but I don't know, it was harder to do like OMAD, to not eat all day and then eat in the evening than it is to eat for an entire day and then take a day off. I don't know why it's easier. I cannot tell you, but I really like it. I am putting this out there right now. I can't wait to see if ADF is really as powerful as they say. And I will say some things that help me. On my fast days, I stay super busy. I think I'm on fast day number 5 right now. I stay super busy on fast days. I try to do paperwork. I try to run errands. I try to keep my mind just going. Then on feast days, I do Pilates. I do lifting, like, physical therapy. And on my fast days, I just walk. And I only walk for 30 minutes right now because it's still a bit, even though I'm doing well with it, it's still a bit of a struggle. Um, Energy wise, even though I can easily not eat, but my energy levels are not high yet. I invite you to follow me on, Instagram at Lenina Daniels and to follow this journey. I actually really love ADF. Let me know, have you tried ADF? Hit me up in the comments. What are your success stories? How much have you lost weight? How do you feel about it? Did you abandon it? I want to know everything that you have to say about it. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. This is a model it or bottle it moment. Should you model or bottle alternate day fasting, AKA ADF? Personally, I'm giving ADF a cautious model it. And I say cautious simply because I don't believe that one size fits all. And this is one of those tools that can be powerful when used intentionally. Not every day, not forever, but when you need a reset. But I will say, I have seen enough cases of people who have been doing this for 5, 10, 15 years. They've been doing ADF. So I have seen examples. Ooh, today's my fast day. So you can see I'm like hungry. I see people reach their goal weight and still keep going and using it as a tool to maintain. Because I've seen a lot of examples of this, I have to say that this may be a model it for certain people. Let's leave it there. I think it is a model it for certain people because I do see examples of it being a long-term solution for many. And I also feel like it's a really good tool if you are stagnant in your weight loss journey, if you are inflamed, heavily inflamed, and you need to reduce inflammation, if you feel bloated, any of those, this will help you just kind of jump right out of it. I'm trying to think. I'm on ADF. I think they fast 4. So 4 days fasting, 4 days eating. And I am going to try and do 30 days fasting, 30 days eating, or 15 days fasting, 50 days a month, 30 days worth. So I'll let you know how it goes. So now I'm curious. If you have tried alternate day fasting, please let us know. Hit us up in the comments. What did you think? Would you would you be down to skipping meals entirely, an entire day of no eating? I mean, if it meant less bloating, more energy, less inflammation, losing weight, weight loss, would you a deeper connection with your body, would you do it? For all my YouTubers, please hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, please go ahead and comment. Give us 5 stars if you're loving us. And please share it with a bestie who you think is in love with wellness and self care, just like you and I are. Next week, we're going to dive into, I don't know, hit me up on Instagram and I'll let you know what's going to happen next week. But guys, thank you so much. I hope you try ADF and I want to hear if you did or did not. And I hope you love this episode. As always, model your mindset before your mirror. Everything from within instead of just the aesthetic. All right, that's it for today. Cello, G-string unit. We out.